Video. This is a Lonely, but there's other Volkswagens. We're just using this to demonstrate the carport cover above. Well, it's an aero wheel. It's got a lot of look of material in it, but how much is plastic and therefore light. And they're silver with black and all this sort of stuff. I don't favour it as being gorgeous or anything. It's not offensive at the same time. It wouldn't be my pick. It wouldn't make the top list. It's, I see it. I can walk past that and move on easily. It's not creating any disturbance in me of maybe I should put it on my short list. I just feel like I can walk past that one. I know there's better options, and that's just at a glance. You don't have to go deeper analysis-wise. You can get better options with the aero, so I mean that settles it. Now this is the Buzz, one of the trims of it. That's a delivery vehicle with some stylish wheels on it. Aero and stylish. That's good to see. Sometimes they do a delivery vehicle and they go plod on the wheels styling wise, and then they don't give proper aero even sometimes, like the Kangoo E-Tech. I talked to them earlier and they've got steel wheels on it. I talked to them about it, like steel wheels like that. This is not the Kangoo, but that sort of generic steel wheel they have on the Kangoo E-Tech, the electric one, and they don't offer. I asked a question, the product specialist did answer it, so for what's here, I'm not there with anything better. They should know the answer. He said there was no aluminium alloy sort of option. And I'm looking for not only aluminium alloy to have a lighter, strong wheel, but also air at the same time. And while you're not bothered with air, let's have it good looking. But you can't buy it from the factory, at least here in Australia, like that. So I gave feedback and said, get that. Yeah, they should fix that. This is the Buzz, Volkswagen Buzz, and it's a simple sort of wheel in a way. You could just draw out those broad patterns and say, oh, what about this? But in the end, it does work. It works well with that vehicle looks-wise. It is a proper aero, very flush fat layout structure, so it would have some aero performance while pulling the brakes. Has a good cover over the wheel, looks good from a lot of angles, and fits with this vehicle well. And I think, it's such a big wheel that's part of the factor. If it was sized down a bit onto a smaller wheel, this same pattern could potentially even be better. This chunky bit would just be a bit narrow. That would be the bit that I would be concerned about. And you could make that more narrow when you get to the smaller version. That would improve it. It is sort of, at the same time, you're saying, well, it's very simple in approach, but if it's good looking, it's good looking. But it being a simple approach in design, pattern, is not really a problem. You can observe that, but if overall it just looks good and probably transfers to a lot of other vehicles well, and with that, it looks good on the Buzz there. For real life, get the job done. Drive here, park there, and keep moving on. It fits with the vehicle. It's aero. We don't have any information on the weight. So I'm back inside and looking at these R19s, 235/55 R19 TXL tyres on this. And these particular wheels are better looking than the ones that are outside. The two offerings outside, and now I can see, well, this is different to those with the recency of just having a look at those other ones. Between them, this is the pick. This is better looking if you start ranking them. And this has a good balance of interest going on while not being too busy. It's engaging and remains engaging. It's aero, it's flush surface, it's got enough air flowing in to cool the brakes, it's flush. And I think that would transfer well to a lot of vehicles, smaller, bigger type of vehicles and stuff. And sitting with this great colour, it works. Probably works on quite a lot of colours as well. You could imagine that maybe on certain vehicles you have the option of putting a smaller sidewall tyre on it just by a bit. this sort of bulging tyre, for it's a van, you want the cushioning, that's fine. Performance-wise, you're running a fleet, so you're just getting the job done. But that, in the looking at it, could be meaning the net look is less than could be. If you put medium-low, just a little bit less sidewall and less bulgingness of the tyre, I think that would help in the overall look. That's just trying to work out what the wheel itself delivers. And then straight over to this other one, trying to put them side by side. This is another offering, and I think just with the back and forth and the impression, I think I would have gone with that other one. Now I've seen 4 of the wheels on the Buzz, and that just prior one I think is my favourite to the eye. I'm trying to pick up this wheel size here via the tyre size just to see if that's the 21, R21s, 235, 45, R21. It's a lower profile tyre, tighter, less bulging, bigger wheel, and that's their bigger wheel option, but I think I prefer this other one for the net look. This just has everyday durability, utility look. It's in your garage, it's doing a job, it's fitting with the vehicle, it's just doing what it's supposed to do, and it's properly looking like, well, it's a wheel and it should look like a wheel. It's not a designer piece, and I can see the designer through that. And they got all sort of into it and whatever else. So there's 4 of the options on the Buzz, and between the 4 I narrowed to one that I prefer. There's a ranking basically. 2 inside ones I think are higher ranked than the 2 outside ones. But don't worry about the 21s where I put it in the rank. Just what's the best one, because the rest just are less, so we'll let them drop out of contention. Go with the best. Now I'm back in the game with the E-Buzz. The other one was over there, and I'd have to cross the driving area for that. And that's the one I really want to look at. The green is a bit more interesting than this blue one, but we've got constraints, so be suitable in the environment, don't be the problem person, and don't just directly put yourself in danger. I think this blue with those black wheels is a bit bland, unfortunately. I think that one over there, just the green with the body of green, carries these same wheels better. I want to see it on that. It's unfortunate. So this blue, we got this deep navy blue, but it ends up sort of so much slab of vehicle and blue on it, and then these dominantly black wheels, and overall this is not your best sort of setup color wise mix. I would call it out. I'm not against the blue, but just as it all comes together. These are another wheel set type that are also aero, the proper sort of like just follow the standard checklist. They get some air coming in these spots, but no more space opened than required, and then the rest is closed off, and it's an integrated, looks like it's the wheel itself, so the wheel is one and the same, giving the aero performance. It's not a cover. Is that how it is, or do you have a separate bit attached? It looks like it's all one, and we don't have any information on how efficient they are with the weight, the mass of it, which goes to the weight, the given type of material, the manufacturing method. So these are options. You can put it on another vehicle, and potentially then it's a smaller vehicle because you haven't got a big van. These are options as being part of your default set. I don't know, we don't have to come to a conclusion here with just a 30-second spend with the vehicle, but between these 2 wheels, as much as this one looks simpler, it does end up on the green over there, with the green, with the white, and then those wheels sitting with it. That's the one that shows off these wheels' potential better.